need to answer this because we all know your answer anyway, but will you allow me to ask a series of questions leading to a question that I don't know your answer to? And the simple question, again, we all know your heart, but just the question is so I can lead someplace. You would not fire somebody because of the color of their skin. Obviously, no, right? You wouldn't fire somebody. I don't.
Right.
I know that's a snap answer. I'm sorry. I just want you to say no to that, please.
Yeah, no.
Yes.
I have made clear.
You've made clear because you've hired interns. You've talked to me about friends. I know that's the case, and forgive me, I'm not even questioning that.
So
you would not fire somebody because of their gender, obviously, right?
So I've made clear my efforts to achieve as best I can in the ways I can as a judge.
And so just because of my time, I heard about numerous of my colleagues, even on the other side of the aisle, asked you to go through your hiring, and I just know that's your heart, and I'm not challenging that, I'm not asking that, I'm just trying to lead someplace, if you'll allow me. So you know it would be wrong for someone else to fire somebody just because of the color of their skin, right? It would be morally wrong.
Congress is, of course.
It would be morally wrong. It would be morally wrong, right?
In the civil rights laws.
Can I ask you, just not as just person to person, human being, the dignity of a human being, it would be wrong to fire somebody because of the color of their skin.
Right, and I understand that. I think my record.
It clearly states that, echoes that, as
Yes.
it has been stated numerous times. I'm not challenging that at all.
Yeah.
Would it be wrong to fire somebody if the person found out, hey, I just found out this person is gay? Would it be wrong to fire that person?
Senator, in my workplace, I hire people because of their talents and abilities.
Right.
All Americans, all Americans.
So maybe I can shift then. Morally, you think it's right to hire people, it doesn't matter their background. For someone to fire someone just because they're gay, now maybe we shift to the law now. Do they have a legal right to fire somebody just because they're gay, in your opinion?
Senator, the question, as I'm sure you're aware, of the scope of employment discrimination laws being litigated right now, and therefore, well, I'd like to talk to you about this more. Because that issue is in a variety of cases right now, it'd be inconsistent, as I'm sure you're going to understand.
And I guess my Senator Harris, Senator Coons have all brought up these issues. Loving versus Virginia has been mentioned. The Obergefell case has been mentioned. And I think that there's a lot of folks who have real concerns that if you get on the court, folks who are married right now, really have a fear that they will not be able to continue those marital bonds. And we still have a country where if you post your Facebook pictures up of your marriage to someone of the same sex, we still have a majority of states where that employer of yours finds out that you had a gay marriage and that you're gay. The majority of American states, you can fire somebody because they're gay. And I guess you're not willing to tell me whether you personally, morally now, think that that's right or wrong.
So, Senator, I'm a judge, and therefore, with the cases that you're well aware of, I know, pending in the courts about the scope of the civil rights laws, the employment discrimination laws. Of course, Congress could always make those clear.
Okay. And that's what I want to get to the point, that you won't give me a moral answer because of the pending cases, and I've heard that.
Well, right, and I don't want to in any way.
But so maybe I can ask you about your concern when you were in the Bush White House. Did you have any involvement in Bush's effort to support a constitutional amendment to ban same-sex marriage?
So, Senator, when I was in the White House, that was part of the something that he talked about. Of course, at that point in time,
did you express an opinion about it then yourself?
Yeah, as staff secretary, things related to that speeches he gave would have crossed my desk, as I've discussed before.
I'm not privy to your documents at that time.
Right.
Did you ever express your opinions? Did you ever express your opinions about same-sex marriage in those documents that I do not have privy that will one day come out?
I don't recall. Of course, at that time, as you're well aware, Senator, there's been a sea change in attitudes in the United States of America, even since 2004, as you're well aware.
But you're not willing to tell me about your attitudes then. And again, you could change. I mean, we had President Obama evolved on that issue.
Right. And
so will you tell me your attitudes then about it?
I'll tell you that there was debate in the White House. Vice President Cheney came out, one of the few times he came out and publicly disagreed with
I don't need to know Cheney's opinions. What are your opinions on the issue?
I'm sorry, Senator, I didn't mean to interrupt, but there was debate in the White House about what President Bush was doing. Of course, as you said, President Obama,
That was his word evolved on the issue. But your opinion, I don't need Obama, Cheney, just will you express to me your opinion on same-sex marriage?
I don't recall.
I'm not asking your opinion then, I'm asking your opinion now. Do you recall your opinion now on same-sex marriage?
Well, the Supreme Court in Obergefell.
Well, your opinion, I don't know, maybe I didn't get the record. I don't know if you've conducted gay marriages. I don't know if you've been to gay marriages. What's your opinion?
I'm a judge. I apply the law.
Have you conducted a gay marriage?
Have I conducted
Yeah,
one?
presided over one, officiated a gay marriage.
I have not.
Okay, but you don't want to tell me your opinion on that issue.
I apply the law. The law of the Supreme Court.
So you're going back. I want to move on as quickly as I can, sir.
The law of the land protects that right, as
right.
dictated by the Supreme
Sir,
Court.
can I just turn really quickly your views on the criminal